Hello, I'm Mark Volpe, and this is our Director of Operations, John Baldwin, and we're here to talk to you about the 2025 HATS Winter Campout. The daughter's winter adventure is January 3rd through 5th, and myself and my daughter Maggie will be your directors. The son's adventure is January 24th through 26th, and John Baldwin will be your director. The HATS Winter Campout really is my favorite campout of all. It's a varied campout where all the grade levels and even alumni come back to participate in the campout. The goal for the campout is our HATS mission statement, which is growing relationships, communication, and leadership through adventure with our dads. But the other aspect of this campout is we're really there just to have fun as part of that relationship. The theme of this year's campout is situational awareness, or check your six, which means looking behind you, because we're bringing back one of the favorites for winter campout this year, which is Flag Kingdom Stratego. Flag Kingdom Stratego is sort of a combination between hide and seek, capture the flag, and even some sort of spy games. It's a lot of fun. HATS has had a lot of fun playing it in the past. It was created by our own Chris Bowles. We're really looking forward to get to play it again this year.
So logistically, just to go through a few things just for the nuts and bolts of the weekend. We're going to be at the Glen Rose. We're going to be south of Glen Rose at High Hope Ranch, a beautiful, beautiful location that we've camped at many times before. We have a really nice meadow that we camp in, and then the Flag Kingdom Stratego will be out in the woods surrounding our campsite. Really beautiful spot. The instructions on how to get to High Hope Ranch is going to be in your packet. You can find your packet on the portal where you signed up. In your sign-ups, there'll be an icon next to it to get there, and you'll see at the back instructions on how to get to the ranch, as well as look for the HATS signs once you come in south of town. You can follow those back to us as well. Secondly, you need to be prepared for cold weather. The adventure of this campout, a big part of it is camping out in the cold, and yeah, it's kind of fun if we get a little bit of snow too. So make sure that you're dressing in layers, that you can take layers on or off depending on as the temperature rises and falls over the weekend. Make sure that you stay hydrated. And as with HATS, we raise great leaders, and as leaders, we're going to press forward regardless of the weather or any obstacles that we have, and we do it with a smile, and we do it with a great attitude. Our food is going to be in a traditional HATS campout style. And let me quickly go through this for our younger campers. Friday night, just stop at Glen Rose, grab you something or bring out to camp. A lot of people stop at Subway or something like that and get there in time to set up your campsite and have a little dinner before we get started with the circle time around 8:30 or so. We'll go into the details of that a little bit later. Saturday night for the girls, we're going to be digging a trench and setting coals, self-lighting charcoal down, and then grilling on a grill. So for you newcomers, think about steaks or chicken or shish kebab, something like that. That would really be, those what a lot of people traditionally do. And then for experienced campers, bring a Dutch oven you can share with the HATS community as we normally do. Our boys, guys, we will be doing the Wildman Feast. And the only stipulation of the Wildman Feast is that you have to eat with your hands. You can't use a fork. And so it's a lot of fun, and then we follow that up with some Wildman drumming that's special for the boys' winter campout. To set the environment for our campouts, we have a set of non-negotiables that you should know about. We do not have electronics or cell phones on our campouts. This is for students, for you to be present with your dad and dads with your students. So if you bring your cell phone down, just leave it in your tent or leave it in your car. We don't want you checking it or having it on during the day. That's just a big part of building our environment and allowing you to have the best time possible with your son or your daughter. We have a strict no alcohol policy. So do not bring alcohol on a Hats camp out. Leave your pets and farms at home too. We're in a very safe private ranch, no need for that, but we do prohibit pets and farms coming out on our adventures. But please bring warm clothes and cold weather sleeping gear and a great attitude for a great time. So now Mark's going to go through the schedule and kind of lay out more details for the weekend.
All right, so schedule, as John said, is the adventure is going to be out at High Hope Ranch. The director and mentors will be there no later than 4 o'clock, so the signs will be set up to give you directions on those final turns, and we'll be there at the campground to greet you and help you if you need anything for setting up your tent. So you'll be setting up your campsite between 4 and 8 p.m. You'll also be eating whatever dinner you've brought or cooking during that time. About 8:30, we'll start playing some games on Friday night. We have some fun, always have some fun games Friday night to start the adventure. Then we'll circle up at 9:30, go over the schedule for the rest of the weekend, and go to bed. Saturday morning, we wake up with our traditional Hats wake-up call at 7 o'clock in the morning. You and your dad, you and your daughter or son will have breakfast together at your campsite, whatever you've brought, and we'll circle up for our traditional morning activities of exercises, warm-up exercises, and name game. We play them on every day of every camp out we do. After warm-up and exercises, we'll take pictures. We'll divide into bandana groups. Everybody always gets a bandana. You gotta have a bandana from each camp out. We'll divide into bandana groups. And then we will play a game or two before we get ready to go out into the field to play Flag King Stratego. So we'll teach everybody how we're going to play the game, and you get your special information for the game. We'll go out down into the larger area of High Hope Ranch. We'll play our first game. It'll last an hour. And when we're done, we'll return to the campsite to have lunch with whatever we brought to have lunch. In the afternoon, we'll return back out into the field. We'll play 2 more rounds of Flag Kingdom Stratego. Each one of them will be an hour. And when we're done with that, we'll return to the main campsite for some more games and relaxation as we prepare for dinner. We'll dig the trench. We'll set the charcoal in the trench. And I can't stress enough, we need everybody to bring an 8-pound bag of self-lighting charcoal. If it's not self-lighting, we can't use it. So please, please, please bring self-lighting charcoal. And we need all that charcoal to be able to have a great dinner and fire on Saturday night. Also, bring at least 3 pieces of firewood so that after dinner we can have a fire so we can sit around and tell ghost stories. Once lights are out and everybody's gone to bed Saturday night, we'll wake up again Sunday morning, same schedule. Wake-up call, breakfast at your tent, exercises and name game, followed by some more games Sunday morning, and then our traditional and signature breakout questions, where we mirror questions between dads and daughters and dads and sons to really help build that relationship. So after we finish the breakout questions, we guarantee that everybody will be out of the campsite no later than, or be dismissed no later than 11:30 on Sunday morning. If we're running long, we will stop right at 11:30, but we won't be running long. You're going to get all the experience of the Hats adventure. Anything else that you can think of, John?
I'm just looking forward to a great weekend. We'll be sending out emails to you on the Thursday night prior to give you a last-minute update on the weather. You'll get one from me and for his camp out and me on mine. And feel free to call either one of us if you have any questions with the Hats office, and we'll be glad to help you out with anything that you need. Look forward to seeing everybody.